It is 7:02 a.m. I apologize for the late start, but as you can see, there were some new photos we had to take, so thank you for bearing with us and letting us do our dance up here. So it is 7:02 a.m. A quorum is present, and the meeting has been duly called and posted in the time and manner required by law. I'd like to invite Jerry Ramirez to the podium. He's Minister of Global Initiatives at First Baptist Church, Lubbock, to open the meeting with a prayer and lead the audience in the pledges to the American and Texas flags. Thank you, Jerry.
Please stand, and then we'll pray. Father, today we're grateful for your many blessings. Father, thank you for LISD. Thank you for the leadership of our school. God, we pray today that you'd give them wisdom as they lead out. Pray for Dr. Rolo as she leads the day-to-day operations of our school. Father, I pray for wisdom on behalf of each one of them, God, that you would just bestow that to them as they lead. Father, I pray for our students, Father, as they prepare for summer. God, I pray for your protection over each campus. And God, I just pray that, Lord, you'd watch over each one. Father, we're grateful because you love us, and we're grateful because you are our hope. In Jesus' name, amen. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Great. Thank you, Jerry. We appreciate you being here today. All right, this is going to be a busting at the seams full meeting with lots of great student recognitions. We have one recognition on the dais, though. I'd like to wish a happy birthday to Miss Nancy Sharp, Trustee Sharp. So happy birthday, and happy birthday yesterday to Trustee Ratliff. So it's a big week for trustee birthdays. So we're going to start with recognitions of our students. I would like to invite to the podium Michelle Pianzik. She is our Agriculture Education Coordinator to introduce our first group.
Thank you. Thank you, Board, for the opportunity to recognize some of our students. These are students that qualified for state and career development events. So first, from Lubbock High School, we have our Farm Business Management team, Matthew Diggen. Liam Hawthorne. John Klein. Presley Niemeyer. And this team is coached by Miss Ashley Mitchell. Also from Lubbock High School, we have our wildlife team, and that's Yates Dunn. Emmett Jordan. And Carrion Price. And this team was coached by Mr. Sean Hightower.
Congratulations. Okay, stay up here for a moment. I think everybody's short children in the front. You? Yeah.
Thank you. From Coronado High School, we have the Poultry Evaluation Team. Okay, from Coronado High School, we have the Poultry Evaluation Team. That's Johnny Campos. Natalie Jones. Emma Lynn. Kendra Messer. Rin Riddle. And Grace Ward. And this team is coached by Mr. Landon Knight. Thank you. And then we have a student that participated in the speaking development events, and those are where they have to present a speech that they've written and memorized and then have to answer a battery of questions over that speech. So we have one student from Talkington School for Young Women Leaders who did soil and water conservation speaking contest, and that's Carolyn McAfee. And Caroline's coach was Mr. Connor McKenzie. Thank you.
Is that the last? Awesome. Okay, I would like to invite Joni Rodella, Social Studies Coordinator, to the podium for some recognition of mock trial.
Well, good morning, President Bridges and all of our new board members and Dr. Rollo. It is a pleasure to be here this morning. One of the great privileges of the last 10 years has been to coordinate the high school mock trial competition. And this is a wonderful space where our competitors carefully balance the intensity of the courtroom drama with the research and thoughtful argumentation, analysis, and perspective. The regional competition also requires almost 30 licensed attorneys, courtroom judges, and L3 law students to preside, to provide valuable feedback, and to score these students throughout the week. So we're very grateful for such a wonderful law community that we have here in Lubbock. Now, the winning team and the winning artist from the regional competition advances to the state tournament, which is an event that is hosted by the Dallas Bar Association each March. And this morning, I have the privilege of introducing the most impressive students in the state of Texas. So before I bring the students up here, I would also like to acknowledge the biggest fans in the room who are sitting right behind me. So if you're a parent of one of these mock trial students, will you please allow us a moment to just honor you and thank you. All right, from our Monterey High School team, we have the following. First of all, our coach for the Monterey High School team is Kevin Carlisle, so I would like to let him give us a wave here. And no team is complete without their attorney advisor, and we just happen to have both a local attorney and devoted parent, Jarrett Greaser, who's been helping this team. First up today, we have Townley Moore. Townley Townley was recognized at state as an outstanding advocate. She is also a senior who will be attending Texas Tech University and majoring in business administration. Next up, Aniston Greaser. Adelaide Rivera. Adelaide is a senior. She will be attending Southern Methodist University and majoring in English and pre-law. Next up, we have Morgan Parker. McKinley Poorman. McKinley is also a senior. She will be attending Lubbock Christian University and majoring in exercise and sports science. PJ Frazier. PJ is also a senior. He will be attending Texas Tech University, majoring in history and pre-law. Cora Clifford. Kylie Delatorre. Nathalia Menavar. Nathalia is also a senior. She will be attending Texas Tech University and majoring in marketing. All right, and next we have Bryn Borthwick. And the principal at Monterey High School is Mr. Jack Perkapile. And we'll invite the team coach to come on up and take a picture.
I met your aunt last time, Borthwick. At my house. She was at my house. Oh. That's what she was doing there.
UBC's for my hair.
Yeah, just tipped a little bit. There we go. Get up here, Mr. Greaser. Well done, Mom.
Just like yours.
Do we need to switch? Is it time to switch or do you want to wait? Yeah. Let's do one more set, if we can. So, I'd like to invite Ann Archer, principal of the Byron Martin Advanced Technology Center, to the podium to recognize our culinary star competitors.
Good morning. Recently, Aramark hosted the West Texas Culinary Star Competition at Lubbock High and gave 6 West Texas teams representing 3 different school districts an opportunity to compete. Students were given the task of producing some sort of school lunch menu item that adhered to the state nutrition guidelines. I'm proud to say that our team from the Advanced Technology Center placed first in that and won the opportunity to proceed on to the state competition that was held in Houston at Minute Maid Park. Members of this team, also known as Sprinkle Squad, which they told me they're rethinking their team name now that I had to say that out loud, are here this morning, and we are celebrating the wonderful recipe that they came up with for stacked enchiladas with slaw and fruit salad, and I can truly say it was delicious. I got to sample a few times. Team members here with us today are John Baird, Taylor Jackson. Sean Paderna. And Mackie Montgomery.
Thank you.
And we look forward to seeing what they do again next year.
I think the name's great.
Thank you. And they are coached by our wonderful chef David Gooch. And I just have to say, yesterday Chef was the guest chef at Ramirez Elementary, and I'm not sure who had more fun, the pre-Kers or Chef Gooch.
Great.
All right, now we're going to give a chance to kind of flip the room. So parents, if your student has already gone through, you may leave, you may stay, but we've got some other folks that we're going to let in. So we'll be paused for just a moment. All right, we will proceed. I would like to invite Erin Gregg, our Executive Director of Communications and Community Relations, to the podium for some recognitions.
Good morning, Board of Trustees, Dr. Rollo. We appreciate this opportunity to recognize some of our robotics students. It's my privilege this morning to recognize our robotics teams from Coronado High School and the Talkington School for Young Women Leaders that competed in the First Tech Challenge State Championship this spring. First Tech Challenge is an international robotics competition in which teams of high school students from around the world design, build, and program a functional robot which is able to fulfill the unique and complex challenges specific to the game of the season. Additionally, students become involved in their communities and host STEM outreach events to help underrepresented populations and share their love of STEM. They create work for judges at the end of the season. They create engineering portfolios, notebooks, marketing materials, and present their work to judges at the end of the season. They learn real-world problem solving, communication skills, leadership skills, everything that helps build the next generation of leaders. To qualify for the state championship, a team must perform well during the season and the regional championship tournament to earn their invitation. The top 24 teams from each UIL division in the state are invited to the UIL Academic Robotics State Championship. So the first team we'll recognize is from the Talkington School for Young Women Leaders. And this morning we have here today first, Megan Boyd. Bailey Daniels. Kaylee Harmon. Kayla Harris. Raina Hester Avila Jr. Laura Moraes. And we also have a Talkington student who was one of 219 students chosen from around the world as a Dean's List finalist. This is the most prestigious award an individual can receive in robotics, aside from being chosen as one of the 10 winners for the award. And the student from Talkington is Gabriela Valderas. And these students are led by their advisor, Morgan Farrell. And our next team to recognize is from Coronado High School. We have Braden Boyles, Max Campbell, Drew Florence, and Austin Samples. There are a few students on this team that couldn't be here this morning, and they are James Eichelberger, Jaylee Gutierrez, Aiden Sandoval, and Reese Turner. So if we could please give them a round of applause as well. And these students are led by their advisor, Eric Magaha. Thank you for the opportunity to recognize these students.
Thank you, Erin. All right, we'll move into some fine arts. I'd like to invite Andrew Babcock, our Executive Director of Fine Arts, to the podium for some one-act play recognitions.
Oh, don't applause for me. That's all me.
It's for the play.
Well, good morning, board. Ms. Bridges, Dr. Rollo, we are here to celebrate our one-act play state qualifiers. The Lubbock High theater production of Burying Your Brother in the Pavement performed well at the Region 1 5A meet and advanced all the way to the Texas UAL one-act state play meet on May 13th through the 18th in Austin. Those directors are Zachary Kachurik, Gentry, Mark Gentry, and Lodi Jenkins. But the cast and crew of Burying Your Brothers in the Pavement includes the following: Zoe Discavage. Zoe was also honored with the All-Star Cast Award. John Parham. And John was also honored as an All-Star Cast Honorable Mention. Kenna Klamath. Mason Whittle. Whitty. Abel Lazinga. Shiloh Schaefer. Ian Jeffries. Bobby Christopher. Sadie Gillespie. Kylan May. Zoe Drumright. Kaylin Hose. Annika Karina. Gabby Autry Salazar. Aislinn Pinner. Sophie Drumright. John Klein. Kayla Castle.
Quick change.
Jackson Cood, I don't think he could be here today, but we'll honor him. And then Jalen Robinson. Riley Garcia. And last but certainly not least, Bailey Campbell. This was one of the most competitive 5A state meets that's been in years, and these students, they represented Lubbock ISD so well down at state. Was fortunate to get to see them. Great cast and crew. Thank you very much for all your hard work. Let's come get a picture, and then directors, if you'll come up and get with the crew. We're in the center.
If you're almost as tall, get in the middle. And if you're not as tall, we're going to get in the front and we're going to do the. I guess I'm squatting. You want to come down there? Here we go. I'm not that short, but I kind of got booted. No, switch me. You need me down. There we go. Switch me here. And, almost. 1, 2, 3.
Adjourned. We're done.
there's some seats up front for those of you just coming in the room.
There's no splash zone.
All right. Thank you for allowing us some time to flip the room again. We're going to move into some athletics, so I'd like to invite Mike Meeks, our Executive Director of Athletics, to the podium to start us off. Mike.
Good morning, Board of Trustees, Dr. Rollo. Today we bring the state qualifiers and then our state qualifying efforts in the classroom as well with academic all-state recognitions from our associations. Today we'll start with gymnastics. Please welcome from Lubbock High School, Will Burkeen. Will was a state qualifier. He placed 4th place in the all-around results, 2nd in the floor exercise and the vault, and he was 5th place in the parallel bar. And his coach is Darren Sanderson. Coach Sanderson, there he is up there. Did you already take that picture with Coach? Not with Coach. I missed 2. All right, state track qualifiers from Estacada High School, 4x2 relay. I think we only have 2 present today, but I'll call all 4 names. From Estacada High School in the 4x2 100-meter relay, finished in 6th place with a 1:28.24 time. Devoyer Boyd, James Bozeman, Cedric Ross, and Donovan Torres. You got These guys were coached by Jeremy Watson. I believe Jeremy's here today. Okay. And also from Estacada High School, participating in the girls' long jump, please welcome Jada Green. Jada was coached by Kalila Blaylock and Jaylee Carver.
Come on, Jada Boo, take your picture.
Okay, in track and field from Lubbock High School, participating at the state meet was Isaac Montoya in the 100 wheel and the 400 wheel. Isaac placed 3rd place in both events, had great competition. Isaac is not here today. He's home with the strep throat, so he was unable to be here, but please congratulate Isaac Montoya. And please welcome Reese Pena, getting to be familiar at the board meetings. Reese competed at the state track meet in the 1,600 meter run and 3,200 meter run. She finished in 5th place in the 32 and in 9th place in the 1,600 meter run. Sparks, Reese Pena's coach. All right, soccer, academic all-state soccer, Texas High School Coaches Association named the following students to the 2024 soccer academic all-state team. The first two are not here. I'll still recognize them. Casey Garza from Coronado High School and Lily Powers from Coronado High School. Cassie was second team and Lily was honorable mention. And here today, second team academic all-state, Faith Zent. Faith's coach was Alistair Caldwell. I don't know if we have Coach Caldwell signing. No. Okay, from Monterey High School, second team academic all-state, Bella Champion. Second team academic all-state, Sydney Nans. Honorable mention academic all-state, Liberty Ratliff. Honorable mention academic all-state, Anna Rogers. Second team academic all-state, Kaylee Verghese. And second team academic all-state, Jana Weston. Monterey girls soccer coach is Jared Loeffler. Oh, Jared. Group picture. Group picture.
Congratulations, ladies. Thank you.
Okay, golf. Academic All-State Golf, the THSCA and the TGCA named the following to the girls golf academic All-State teams. From Coronado High School, second team academic All-State, Kylie Brooks. And first team, Haley Whitley, and Haley is not here today. Girls golf coach at Coronado High School is Chris Etheridge. Okay, softball. The following students were named the THSCA softball academic all-state teams. From Monterey High School, second team academic all-state, Riley O'Brien. Honorable mention academic all-state, Anais Perez. And honorable mention academic all-state, Taylor Tadasas. These girls had a great season, just completed their season last weekend, and their head coach is Monterey softball coach Brian Crunk.
Just came to ruin your picture. Good job, guys.
Baseball, academic all-state, THSCA 2024 academic all-state baseball teams. From Coronado High School, honorable mention Academic All-State, Cody Campos. Second team Academic All-State, Parker Haggard. Second team Academic All-State, Jared Owens. And the Coronado baseball coach is Brad Bibb.
Come on, guys. Well done.
From Lubbock High School, baseball academic all-state team, Caleb Cologne from Lubbock High School. Victor Gomez is the Lubbock High baseball coach. No Victor's here now.
Did you get it, or did we get photo bomb?
Sorry.
From Monterey High School, THSCA Academic All-State baseball teams. First team Academic All-State, Grayson Archer. First team Academic All-State, Carter Bovcoon. Honorable mention Academic All-State, Brody Cantu. Honorable mention Academic All-State, Case Carpenter. First team Academic All-State, Will Collier. Honorable mention Academic All-State, Ian Garcia. First team Academic All-State, Ryan Jordan. Ralph Ramon is the Monterey baseball coach. That's Ralph here tonight. Group picture. A couple of these guys will circle back here in a moment for basketball, multiple sport athletes.
Yeah, I got it.
1, 2, 3.
Good job, guys.
All right, Academic All-State, THSCA Track and Field Academic All-State from Estacada High School. Not in attendance, Ilaria Mitchell, second team Academic All-State. First team Academic All-State, Ukia Upshaw from Estacada High School. And again, Coach Kalila Blaylock is her coach. There you go. And from Lubbock High School, second team Academic All-State, Jewel Nagley. She's not here today. Michael Sparks is her coach. From Monterey High School, honorable mention Academic All-State, Madeline Campos. Honorable mention Academic All-State, Miriam Cavazos. Second team Academic All-State, Bailey Springer. second team academic All-State Bobby Stevens. And honorable mention academic All-State Jacob Sima. Monterey track coaches are Krista Jones on the girls' side and Dante Irving. All right, basketball All-State and academic All-State. THSCA basketball academic All-State from Monterey High School. We just saw these guys. First team academic All-State, Carter Bovcoon. First team academic All-State, Will Collier. Honorable mention academic All-State, Madeline Campos. Carter and Will are coached by Josh Davis.
Thank you.
And then TGCA All-State from Monterey High School, Ambrosia Cole. Ambrosia's not here today. And Madeline and Ambrosia are coached by Jill Snyder. And a little different honor than we're used to. The Texas Association of Basketball Coaches honored Coronado High School girls student assistant. They have a category for a student assistant. So please welcome Justin Sanders from Coronado High School as the Student Assistant of the Year in the TABC. Ashley James is the coach for Coronado High.
Exciting. It is a little bit. Just scoot this way a little bit. Yeah. Second? Yeah.
All right, great way to get this recognition for athletics. In the Texas Association of Basketball Coaches honor the state champions every year, but beyond that, they honor what they call the Don Coleman Coach of the Year Award. And please help me honor Tony Wagner, head boys basketball coach, as he's the Don Coleman 4A Coach of the Year in the state of Texas. This honor is awarded to the best boys basketball coach in the state of Texas.
Congratulations, and then here's the gift. This fancy thing.
Oh.
I think that is all from Coach Meeks. So if we have parents that need to switch, and we have some parents and students that need to come in, we're going to recognize our Special Olympics state qualifiers. So let us get set up for that in just a moment, and then we will proceed. So. ahead and recognize Mr. Mike May from our VTC Vocational Transition Center to lead us off in this recognition segment.
Good morning. Thank you for having us. The mission of Special Olympics is to provide year-round sports training and athletic competition in a variety of Olympic-type sports for children and adults with intellectual disabilities, giving them continuing opportunities to develop physical fitness, demonstrate courage, experience joy, and participate in the sharing of gifts, skills, and friendship with their families and other Special Olympics athletes in the community. Lubbock ISD shares this mission. The motto for our athletes is, "Let me win, but if I cannot win, let me be brave in the attempt." Not only were these Lubbock ISD athletes brave, they won medals in several events at state. This year our theme was Play What You Love and Love What You Play. We are proud of our two teams from CHS and the VTC for developing athletes who qualified for state, led by our lead Special Olympics for Lubbock ISD, Cheyenne Spell. And Cheyenne Spell, she's going to come and introduce our athletes. Thank y'all.
All right, from Coronado High School, we have Tiara Alford. She competed in the 4x100 meter relay and came in second place, and also competed in the pentathlon and got first place. From the Vocational Transition Center, we have Leandra Armenta. She competed in a 4x100 meter relay and got first place, a 50 meter dash and got third place, and softball throw and got first place. From the Vocational Transition Center is Justin Clemens. He competed in a 4x100 meter relay and got first place, shot put and got fifth place, and a 100 meter dash and got eighth place. Next is from Coronado High School, Elijah De La Rosa. He competed in a 4x100 meter relay and got second place, and pentathlon and got sixth place. From the Vocational Transition Center is Gregory Fisher. He competed in a 4x100 meter relay and got first place, a 100 meter dash, got first place, and softball throw, and he got second place. From the Vocational Transition Center is Amaranth Garcia. She competed in a 50 meter dash and got fourth place, in softball throw and got fourth place. From Coronado High School is Ethan Glenn. He competed in a 2x50 meter relay and got second place, 100 meter dash and got fifth place, and softball throw and got first place. From the Vocational Transition Center is Brooklyn Nord Kimbrell. She competed in a 50 meter walk and got first place, softball throw and got first place, and those two gold. From the Vocational Transition Center is Michael Ortega. He competed in a 50 meter dash and got fourth place, and shot put and got second place. From Coronado High School is Dylan Perez. He competed in a 4x100 meter relay and got first place, and pentathlon and got third place. From the Vocational Transition Center is Beba Posada. He competed in a 50 meter walk and got first place, and shot put and got first place. From Coronado High School is Annie Ramirez. She competed in a 4x100 meter relay and got second place, pentathlon and got second place. From the Vocational Transition Center is Max Sanford. He competed in a 50 meter dash and got first place, and shot put throw and got sixth place. From the Vocational Transition Center is Hunter Trevino. He competed in shot put and got fourth place. From Coronado High School is Colin Warren. He competed in a 100 meter dash and got seventh place, and softball throw and got first place. And from the Vocational Transition Center is Angel Rodriguez. He competed in soccer individual skills competition and got first place.
You know the drill. Tall in the back, he knows the drill. That's good. Can you guys come this way? Can you guys scoot this way just a little bit? Good job. Awesome. Okay. You guys come over here and front. All right, 1, 2, 3. Good job, guys. Coronado coaches, come up. Yeah, come on up. We've got Coronado coaches. I'm sorry we missed you. Okay, one more time. 1, 2, 3.
I'm sorry.
God bless you. Will you share that?
Yes.
Okay, is that all of our, that's all of our recognition. So, very good. Thank you. That's it for recognitions? Yeah. How many students? 200 students? Close to? Yeah, went pretty fast. All right. Item 3 on the agenda is executive closed session. An executive closed session will be held under the provisions of Texas Government Code Chapter 551. It is 8:02 a.m. and we are adjourned to closed session. Thank you. right, it is 8:59 a.m. and we are reconvened from executive closed session. Do we have any actions following closed session? Trustee Lawson?
I move that we hire Matthew Bickley as the principal of Hodges Elementary School.
All right, we have a motion. Is there a second?
So moved.
Thank you. Motion is second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Same sign for nay? Nope. Okay, that carries. Motion carries. Matthew, congratulations.
Good morning, President Bridges, Dr. Rolo, Board of Trustees. This morning, I'm just feeling extra thankful. I'm thankful this morning that my brother and his family were safe after the tornado touched down at Temple last night, just blocks from their home. I'm thankful to my parents, Jim and Deborah Bickley, who drove all the way from Ohio to be here this morning with me.
You're welcome.
And I'm thankful for all of the opportunities and support that I've had here in Lubbock. I've had the privilege of serving under Allison Menace for the last 6 years, and I'm just excited to continue the work that we started and to continue working with such an amazing staff at Hodges. So thank you for your trust and thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you. Congratulations. Do we have any other action items?
I move that we hire Leslie Diaz as principal of Machen Elementary School.
Right. Motion, is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. The motion is second. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. All right, motion carries. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Rolo, President Bridges, and Board of Trustees for entrusting me with the role of principal at Machen Elementary. I look forward to continuing the work that has already been started with students and staff at Machen. And I also am excited to be a part of the Machen community in Lubbock High Feeder pattern. Lubbock High Feeder is where I started my role here in Lubbock ISD, and so I'm glad to be home. And along the way, I've had amazing mentors at Lubbock ISD. So I just want to say thank you to Cody Haynes for taking me under her wing these past 3 years. Damon McCall, Christopher Lopez, and Kim Callison, they have continued to pour into me these past 8 years, and I am incredibly thankful for them. I would not be standing here without them, so I appreciate them. And then, of course, my family. My husband, he has a very crazy schedule just being a police officer himself, so his support is amazing, and I appreciate all that he does for us. And then my son has been on this journey with me since my student teaching days at OL, and anywhere I go, he is right there beside me. And my daughter, Kaden, who lost her second tooth yesterday, and so she thinks she's ready for first grade at Machen, and we're ready to be Lions. So thank y'all so much. We appreciate it.
Are there any other action items?
Yes, ma'am. I move that we hire Heather Laura as the principal of Rush Elementary.
All right, motion, is there a second? Second. Thank you. We have a motion and a second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. Motion carries, and Ms. Laura is not here today.
She is
so.
not. Miss Laura is actually attending the Global Destination Imagination Competition with the team from Waters Elementary. And she also has a child who's on that team. So she is not here with us today, but she will be here in June. We're recognizing the Destination Imagination team, so you'll get to meet her in person, and we'll introduce her at that time.
Very good. Thank you. All right. That concludes the action items following executive closed session. We will take a brief recess, so pictures, family pictures can be taken, and then we will reconvene. Let's reconvene in about 10 minutes. Trustee Charles here. All right, it's 9:13 a.m. and we are reconvened, and we will open the dais for trustee comments.
Do we go in order? Do I get to go first?
Whoever can jump in, jump in.
I'll go first so I don't copy what anyone else is going to say.
I'm gonna copy
And I made some notes. I didn't sleep much last night. I was kind of nervous about being here.
Can you put that down, excuse me?
Of the
Yes. Thank you.
Maybe the sleeplessness goes away. Maybe it doesn't. Time will tell, I guess. But, you know, I thought a lot about what fancy things I was going to say, but I'm not a very fancy guy, as you guys will learn about me. I'm sure I'll have some more pointed comments and opinions over time, but for now, I'll keep it pretty simple. You know, I think the business of educating our community kids is a very big deal. I'm humbled by the people sitting up here, by your compassion. I'm starting to understand more and more what a big job this is. And I'm honored to be up here. And I look forward to working with everyone in Lubbock ISD to do the best job that we can do to educate our kids, because that's what we're here for. So
Amen.
glad to be here. Thank you all.
I just want to say congratulations to all of our students this morning, all our qualifiers. Our Olympics, wasn't that amazing to see? I think that this is the first time we've done that, right, with them? Coming through. I don't remember ever doing that before. But anyways, that was amazing it is, right? It was amazing to recognize them. Also, their graduation, you guys, was phenomenal. It was amazing because Miss Cammie Finger was there, and she talked about busy bees. And you know what? That resonated in me, and what she said about you guys look up what those busy bees do out there and what a true busy bee does. It kind of coincides with what they're doing already at the Vocation Center, you guys. If you guys have never been, I encourage you guys to please go check out the Vocation Center. It's amazing. But to all the qualifiers, everybody that went out and got awards and whatnot, again, I say it time and time again, you know, it's no surprise because that's what we do here at LISD. And thanks to their teachers, staff, their parents, and thanks for everything that you guys do. Good morning, Lauren. God bless, guys.
I just want to recognize if you want to know what pride looks like, the Special Olympics qualifiers walking through here, holding it up to the crowd, and I mean that's pride. They're so proud, and they should be. What an amazing accomplishment! And you know, it made me also think that all the rest of the students feel the same way, even though they're not displaying outwardly what the other students did. And I bet the parents feel the same way, the teachers and the coaches that poured into them. What an amazing day. Just celebrating 200 students today. Just awesome. 150, 200, a lot. An hour's worth. That was amazing. And so awesome.
No other comments? All right.
I will. Yeah, sorry, I was going to defer. So I did want to say I'm joined John in being so humbled to be here, and I feel like I'm back home. I first came to a Lubbock ISD board meeting more than 50 years ago when my dad was sworn in to serve on this dais. So that history, and then 14 years, this was my family working here. So the things that teachers and students do never ceases to amaze me. It is just incredible, an opportunity to recognize kiddos and their families and what these teachers put in to kids. They really change lives. And Lauren, so thank you for you and all the teachers in the audience. So we are humbled to be able to serve you and very proud to serve with this talented bunch of folks and Dr. Rollo. So thank you for the opportunity.
It is indeed a joy to be here, and thanks to Nancy, I know I need to lift up the microphone. That's a basic thing. It was good to go to different events this past week. A lot of things. I seem as if the week has been just expanded. More than just 7 days. I think it's like 10. It gives me that feeling.
Just wait, you haven't even been to graduation
I'm
yet.
telling you. And I really enjoyed going to Reach. That's my first time to go over there. With the 13 schools that I have, I'm very thankful for that. Thankful for my, as I say, my new board members with me. And just to look out and see you and to hear those students, see those parents, see the many people who are here. I'm here to do the very best that I can do, and I'm starting right now.
No, I'm good.
All right, thank you very much. I won't belabor anything. It's always great to end the year, start the year, we end the year with student recognitions, coach recognitions. It's just wonderful to have those faces here to see what our why is, to remind us of our why and what we're here to do for every child every day. So I'm looking so forward to this year, coming years with my fellow board members and our team of 8. Dr. Rollo, we have some great things ahead of us, so thank you. All right, we will move into citizen comments.
Excuse me, just really quick, and I meant
Sure.
to say this. Coach Mora, so this is going to be the last time we get to see you, right? Because you're moving on, right? You're leaving. Again, thanks for all the hard work, everything that you've done in LISD. You'll definitely be missed. Keep in touch with us. God bless on your new journey.
Thank you, Lala. All right, citizen comments. The next order of business is citizen comments. Before we begin, I would like to review the provisions in board policy governing the procedures for public participation as reflected in BED local. The audience shall not enter into discussion or debate on the matters being considered by the board. I will remind members of the board that the citizen comments section of our board meeting is for the purpose of listening to patrons, but we are not allowed to comment or debate on issues that are not posted. No presentation shall exceed 3 minutes, and a timer will go off at the completion of 3 minutes. I would ask that you conclude your comments within the time limit allowed. As I call your name, if you would come up to the podium and state your name for the record. I would like to invite Lauren Smith to the podium.
Good morning, Lauren Smith. Do I need to say my address? Okay, perfect. I think some of y'all know me, some of you do not. Board of Trustees, Dr. Rollo, my name is Lauren Smith, and I'm the president of the Lubbock Educators Association, a local affiliate of the Texas State Teachers Association, representing over 1,400 members. I'd like to begin by congratulating the newly elected officers and the returning trustees. LEA leaders look forward to working with you in the coming years. Over the last 3 years, LEA has advocated for the 1-2-3 plan that has ended up being much more money into the pockets of employees than originally anticipated. Each time you've increased the performance pay amounts or paid them at different times to help with inflation to do what was best for employees. I've had the honor of standing before you today and thanking you for doing so. I'd like to thank you for making the last of the ESSER payments double what was anticipated. LEA appreciates Dr. Rollo, Mr. Rodriguez, and the board for doing everything possible to make this last payment such a blessing to employees. We've already heard from lots of people that are just overjoyed with this because it was much needed. Today you have a compensation plan in front of you that LEA strongly encourages you to approve. Governor Abbott and the legislative majority have caused districts all over the state to approve deficit budgets in order to give raises because no new funding for public schools was approved without a private school voucher. It is a shame that our elected officials are playing games with public school dollars at a time when additional funding is needed the most. LEA and TSTA will continue advocating for more public school funding that is not tied to the vouchers, and we encourage you as a board to do the same. As Clinton and I have met with a lot of you over the past few months, we've encouraged you to look into any possible way of providing raises, even though the state refuses to fund public schools appropriately. We are so appreciative of district leadership and board members for presenting a plan today that will provide raises for all employees, including a larger percentage raise for paraprofessionals who are the lowest paid in the district. Without paraprofessionals, our schools simply cannot function, and we are thankful for what they do every day. We are hopeful that the legislature will provide more funding to public schools and move to an enrollment-based funding formula rather than attendance-based during the legislative session next spring. But we cannot wait until then because history has shown that they have failed us. Therefore, we count on you as our elected school board members to do what you can to support the great employees of this district by approving the compensation plan that will come before you today. Thank you for all you do for the district. Thank you for looking into the ESSER funds and making that possible, and we look forward to continuing the work in the future. I appreciate your time today. Thank you.
Thank you, Lauren. Okay, we will move on to item 7 on the agenda. Get into some business, financials. Item A, approval of budget summary reports for the month ending April 30th, 2024, budget amendments and budget transfers for the month of April 2024, statement of taxes collected for the month ending April 30th, 2024, and the investment report for the period of April 1 through April 30, 2024. Dr. Wilkins.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So I will start with a budget summary ending April 30th. And at that time, when the financials were ran, we were 85% through the year. We were 79.22% expended. And compared to last year, we were at 79.75% at last year. So we're on track. We're right where we need to be with 2 more months remaining. Debt service and food service are functioning just where they need to be. If you look at our budget summary with our special revenues, I'm going to point out that ESSER 3 is still there, but it is falling off at the end of this year. We have our budget amendments on the next few pages. We have some local revenues that we are recognizing, along with some minor budget amendments that we have done with the principals and departments, moving some money around to meet the needs that they need to meet for the kids in their departments. We have our Head Start grants. As you can tell, one is 96% expended and the other is 25% expended. We're right on target with those two, and we're meeting the needs with our Head Start. The tax, I will call your attention to the tax roll. If you look at the one from Mr. Radloff, we are 96.22% collected. That is the one I would draw your attention to. The one that we have shows we're at 78.92. The reason there's a discrepancy there is because our budget was set prior to the $100,000 homestead exemption being implemented. So that's the reason of the discrepancy there. So we focus on what the tax office is giving us there. So we're 96% collected. On our investments, we're currently sitting at 6.3 interest earned, which is very, very good right now. Mr. Barnes is doing a good job with our investments, and we appreciate him. And then final, we have our LPN budget, and as you know, we will be closing that out at the end of this year. So I'll take any questions.
Any questions? Okay.
Make a motion to approve as presented.
Thank you. Thank you. We have a motion and a second to approve the financials as presented. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed, same sign. All right, motion carries unanimously. Thank you. Okay, consent agenda. Consider board approval of the minutes for the regular meeting and workshop that was held on April 25th, 2024. Do we have any corrections to the minutes from the April meeting of the board as printed and distributed? Hearing none, the minutes are approved as printed. Item 9, academic action items. Item A is approval to participate in the shared services arrangement with the Lubbock Regional Day School Program for the Deaf. Dr. Rollo.
Yes, so this is an annual item that we will bring to you, and we are the fiscal agent and a member district of the shared services arrangement for the Lubbock Regional Day School Program for the Deaf. We are very happy to serve as the fiscal agent for this organization and honored to serve these students in our Lubbock ISD family. Happy to answer any questions. And we also have, is Kami here? Okay.
Okay. Any questions, trustees? Okay, do we have a motion?
So moved.
All right, thank you. We have a motion and a second. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed, same sign. Thank you. Motion carries unanimously. Item B, approval to hire Joni Rodella as Head Start Director. Dr. Rollo.
Yes, you met Joni this morning.
did.
She was here for presenting our mock trial team. Joni is a phenomenal administrator in Lubbock ISD and has worked with our social studies department for many years, and she is transitioning to be the coordinator for early childhood for Lubbock ISD as Kathy Pearson is retiring. We want to thank Kathy for her work in our district over the last several years. She has done a phenomenal job, and we will miss her greatly, but we're very excited to have Joni stepping into that role. She will also serve as our Head Start Director, and so that requires your approval for her to be our Head Start Director.
Okay. Thank you.
And thank you, Joni.
Thank you, Joni. Any questions? Comments? All right. Do you have a motion to approve the appointment of Joni Rodella as the Head Start Director? for Lubbock ISD. There's a motion and a second. Okay, all those in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. All right, motion carries unanimously. Congratulations, Joni.
Congratulations. Super happy to have you.
Yes. All right, item C, approval of a memorandum of understanding with South Plains College for dual credit program. Dr. Rollo.
Yes, so we partner with South Plains College to offer dual credit courses to students at Lubbock High School, Coronado High School, as well as many of our students who are enrolled in dual credit CTE courses, and also for the Fire Academy. And so this is an annual agreement with South Plains College to continue providing those dual credit courses.
Questions, comments? All right, do we have a motion to approve the memorandum of understanding?
I so move.
Second.
Okay, there's a motion and a second. All those in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. Motion carries unanimously. Thank you. Okay, item 10, 2024-2025 budget. So, Dr. Wilkins, please come to the podium and lead us through.
All right. Good morning, President Bridges, Board of Trustees, Dr. Rollo. Here we are. Final budget workshop. We're going to close in on this. We're getting some more finite numbers, so if you'll advance. There we go. Got it. Okay, so you can tell, putting the key dates in your calendar there, June 20th is the one that I'm going to point to and focus on. We're going to be finishing up our current year budget at that time, and then we'll be approving the new budget at that time. You can see down the roll is August 22nd. That's when we'll actually get approve our tax rate. So this tax rate we're working on, I tell you again, this is preliminary. We're working with some preliminary numbers here, but that'll be our official when we adopt that. If you look at our elements and assumptions, our 2023 certified values, you're looking at a 7% increase. We typically usually go 5 to 6%. It was a 7% this year. The top one is our local values, and our state values are the second numbers on the bottom there. And so we also, down there at the bottom, you see the asterisk with the estimate. That is our ADA, in which we estimate our funding on. And so we look at trend numbers typically and see how we're doing, and we try to get an educated guess on that. So our budget elements that we continue to look at, obviously, is our tax rate. So you can see our maintenance and operation, we're estimating it to be 71 cents, roughly, with a continued 17 cents for our INS, for a total of 89.19 cents. And so we will have a more exact number once we get our approved tax rate in August. We have a 15-year history of our tax rate. You can see over to the right on the chart there that it starts compressing. That is due to tax compression that the state has issued over the last several years, and you can see that they're decreasing our taxes on that we collect. That there directly affects our revenues. So you can see that our revenues over the past year have decreased. We're at $4.3 million decrease on our revenues compared from last year to this year. And if you look, we attribute most of that down to that bottom line where it says all other general resources. That's $3.65 million. Majority of that is SHARs, and then the indirect costs that we got to collect from our grant funds with our ESSER. So those two things are going away. The line up above that is the LPN, the 1882 number that we get. We got $2 million, so we're not going to collect that. But I draw your attention to the top line and the third line. That is where the state says new money is being infused. We're losing $19 million in tax compression. They turn around and they give us $20 million to make us whole.
Dwayne, can you
Yes,
tell us
ma'am.
what SHARs is? Tell us the significance of SHARs and why that's 3.6
Yes,
million.
ma'am. So SHARs is what we collect, is a billable expense that we collect when we provide services to some of our kids that, whether it's, I'm trying to think how to explain it. Whether we're providing medical services or whatever to those kids. So we provide Medicaid services to them, and we collect money for that. So this year, the state has said, hey, we're not paying out the $5 million, $6 million that we normally get, and they cut us drastically back. We have appealed, and we're going to collect a little bit, but it's still not the $5 or $6 million that we were getting to put into our revenue. And so that was a drastic shock when the game had already started, and then they changed the rules on us. And so that's a big thing that we're having to deal with now, and it's causing a significant $3 million shortfall right now.
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
And that is not just Lubbock ISD.
Yeah.
It's affecting districts across the state.
Correct.
Is that federal money that's passed through the state?
Yes, ma'am.
And then the state made the decision?
Yes, ma'am. That is correct. Yes, ma'am. So it is affecting all districts in the state of Texas. Right. So, moving on. So we have our expenditures. If you look at our expenditures, you can tell that we do have an increase in expenditures, and we can attribute that to, one, police officers that we're budgeting for to meet the state mandate. Two, bringing back ESSER positions into the budget that we used ESSER to relieve our budget a little bit.
And there was no state money provided for those required police officers, is that correct?
Correct, yes ma'am. So if a first-year police officer usually averages about $110,000 to $115,000, and so if you look at our budget, which is Function 52, we did a total of $4.4 million just this year alone, and we collected $960,000 roughly. Those are round numbers.
Thank you.
So you can tell that there's a discrepancy there of what they're providing, what we have to do.
Right.
So if you look at our general operating expenditures, this is more of a breakdown of what I was presenting last slide. You can see at the top the payroll. That's the increase that we're bringing back, but we do have a reduction in every other category, and that's where we have really turned over every rock to see where there's savings at. And so the police officers and bringing back some positions from ESSER is the increase in the payroll. Correct. Thank you, Ms. Jenny. And the proposed salary increase with the proposed pay raise. Major expenditure differences, if you look right there at the top, it says ESSER and raise. Classified salaries is police and raise. And then we have some software renewals. If you go down to the bottom, electricity deregulation. So in the past, we have had enough money in that line item to cover the excess. This year with deregulation and prices changed a little bit, we are going to budget exactly what they're predicting we need for electricity. So that line item will increase slightly. So that's why it's an increase. We've actually had money to help cover that, but this year we're not. So that's the reason that's an increase, if that makes sense.
But we'll do all we can to
Correct.
reduce that cost.
Yes, ma'am.
Turn off lights.
Yes, ma'am. Moving on, so revenues over expenditures. If you look, with everything that we've talked about totaled up, that currently puts us at an $8.9 million deficit. So if you remember, we were at 16 starting out, 8.9 with a proposed pay raise. Debt service revenues and expenditures, we're balanced. We do show a slight decrease in collections on debt service. That's due to the tax compression and the $100,000 homestead exemption. So that shows a slight decrease, but we will still be able to meet our debt obligations. Debt service expenditures, so that's where that 553 comes in. We'll still be able to meet our expenditures. Food service revenues over expenditures, we're balanced. You look down at the bottom right, we do show a slight decrease. That's going to be ADA. Not feeding as many kids, therefore there's going to be a little bit less money collected.
Thank you.
Any questions on the budget?
Any questions from our new members? I think y'all have seen this maybe in the Finance Committee.
Okay.
I just want to commend our team. They've, from the last time we presented to even today, you can see that we've still been looking at where we can make adjustments. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dwayne.
That's everybody.
We have a great team. We have a great team, so thank y'all.
I know it goes without saying that we'll monitor this, daily probably as we go through the next year, just to see where we can find efficiencies, look for opportunities to not end the year like that. Okay. All right. Thank you very much. We will move on to item 11, administrative action items. So we'll move to approval of the 2024-2025 employee compensation plan. Mr. Rodriguez.
Thank you, President Bridges. Good morning, Board of Trustees. It's great to see everybody, see a full dais today. And I'm going to start this item a little bit differently than what we would normally hear when we get to this type of item, because I think I would be remiss if I didn't take a moment to thank this board and Dr. Rollo for the action that they took. And Lauren has done a great job of referring to it, but what you all have done on behalf of our employees. And so just recapping, I just want to put some numbers before we get into the compensation piece. So y'all know Dr. Rollo presented to you all, and you all approved the pay for performance plan, the 123. It started off as the second year we did this, we adjusted it to 133 with the hope that we would be able to even go further. As you all know, in our previous workshop that we did, we were able to announce that we were going to actually double that final payment, as Lauren alluded to. And so that's now going to be a 134.5. And so we're excited to be able to do that with those ESSER funds. And those payments will be hitting every one of our employees' bank accounts in the next few days. And so really, really pleased and appreciative of the generosity that you all and Dr. Rollo have done for our returning employees. So to put a finer point on that, in September of 2023, returning teachers, I want to focus on teachers right now, just because it's easier numbers for me to put before you to really capitalize on the message. So a returning teacher was awarded $1,500 for their pay for performance in September of 2023. In November, you all as a board took out of fund balance and approved the equivalent of a 2% pay increase for our teachers, which it runs about $1,100. And so in November, in their November paycheck, they got an additional $1,100 in that paycheck. And then now in May, as I just stated, we're going to double that payment, and so they will receive $3,000 in that final ESSER pay for performance paycheck. So for a teacher, over this last year, this board and Dr. Rollo put $5,600 in additional pay in our people's pockets, in our teachers' pockets. And so, again, I cannot emphasize how grateful I am for, and I think I speak on behalf of our staff here for the district, for that generosity that you all have provided. Just to put a big number to that, that's $16.9 million that this board and Dr. Rollo allocated to help our staff deal with the inflation, deal with the cost of things that are going up, and that's extremely generous. And so I think it should not go unnoticed. And I, again, say on behalf of Lubbock ISD employees, I thank you all, and thank you, Dr. Rollo. Now, the board item that I'm here to speak to is the recommendation from, and I want to thank Human Resources, Max Flores, our Executive Director. I want to thank Dr. Wilkins, Shay, Nathan. We have worked diligently as a team to do what our Finance Committee charged us to do. And I'm pleased, a lot of work, but pleased to be able to present to you the compensation plan this morning. What we are proposing is a 2% average pay increase for teachers, librarians, and nurses, counselors, diagnosticians, and LSSPs from an artificial midpoint of each of those step schedules. We are proposing a starting teacher pay of $48,000 and a starting counselor salary of $54,300. Both of those are increases, starting teachers and counselor pays for those step schedules. We are also proposing and pleased to offer a 2% of each of the range midpoints for administrative professional staff. But very, very proud and excited to be able to offer administrative operations staff that sit in those pay grade positions, as well as instructional support personnel, a 6% of the midpoint of their ranges for this next coming year. I would also ask that the board consider approving the option of a one-time lump sum payment if funds become available, whether through legislative or other windfalls as we go through the year, that we're able to offer the one-time lump sum payment at another point in time during the school year. In order for us to even have that option, we have to have that in the compensation plan. I'll be happy to answer questions that you all may have.
You mentioned the 6%. What was it? Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am, 6%.
And that included the paraprofessionals, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, 'cause I didn't hear you say that. I just
Yes.
wanted to clarify.
So the administrative operations
Includes that.
folks include campus clerks. It includes our police
I just wanted
officers.
to say that out loud. I already knew
Yes,
that,
ma'am.
but people need to know that because this is long overdue. Something I've advocated for 8 years, haven't I, Max? Rick? It's important because you know what? We're losing them left and right, and I want them to know that they do not go unnoticed for all the hard work that they do.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Trustees, any other comments or questions? Okay. Do I have a motion to approve the 2024-2025 employee compensation plan with the option of a one-time lump sum payment as presented?
So moved.
Thank you. Thank you. We have a motion and a second. All those in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. Motion carries unanimously. Well done. Thank you very much for all of your work on that. Dr. Rollo,
Absolutely.
Rick, all the staff, we know how important that is and are hopeful that this next year we will have some more opportunities, but lots of things to work out first. All right, item B, consider a resolution providing for the substitution of the paying agent registrar for the Lubbock Independent School District Unlimited Tax Qualified School Construction Bonds Taxable Series 2013B Direct Subsidy, and authorizing execution of a paying agent registrar agreement and enacting other provisions relating to the subject. Dr. Wilkins, please explain.
That's a lot of words.
A lot of words.
So basically, we had BNY that was our paying agent and calculating agent for one of our bonds, direct subsidy bond. And basically what that means is they fill out an IRS form 8038 CP for us, basically returning credits that we earn from the federal government on that. So when they did not want to be the calculating agent any longer, we signed off on that and went with BOKF. So BOKF said, we will be your paying agent, but we also are your calculating agent, but we also want to be your paying agent. So therefore, we have to have a resolution to end with BNY and move everything to BOKF now. And so that's a short version of what that means.
So this is just an administrative agreement. There's no fund transfer. There's no impact to.
It's the same as what we've been doing. We're just changing banks because one did not want to do it.
Okay. Any other questions? With your permission, I'm not going to reread that motion. Do we have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. All right, we have a motion and a second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. All right, motion carries 6-0. Thank you. Item C, approval of agreement for athletic apparel and identified equipment. Mr. Rodriguez.
Yes, thank you, President Bridges. This is just an item in just an annual review. Our athletic department purchases apparel and equipment under a contract, so under an agreement. And so in our annual review, we anticipated some changes in that contract, and so we went out to RFP to secure a new potential agreement. The results of the RFP is that the recommendation is that we enter into agreement with Game One. It is a 5-year agreement with an annual renewal every year that we will come back to you for. This purchases athlete uniforms, their selected equipment, not necessarily all athletic equipment. The RFP was put out and the respondents could enter whatever they wanted to bid in for. And so we think the Game One submittal was the best value for our staff and students. Be happy to answer any questions.
To clarify, Rick, there's no minimum spend on this contract we are signing.
That is correct. There's no minimum annual spend as we have had in years past.
All right.
Any other questions?
Motion to approve is presented.
Thank you. Do we have a second?
Second.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. Motion carries 6-0. All right. Item 12, procurement and contracts. Approval of district purchases. Mr. Rodriguez.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. I'll try to roll through these briefly and be happy to answer questions if anybody has any specific questions. We have some software purchases. These basically, the bulk of this is Forecast 5, our Forecast 5 analytics software. We use different funds to pay. This is an annual purchase that we bring to you, an annual purchase of the software, and as well as IEP software in with Frontline. We have our annual utilities, our water and sewer and electricity. You see those are all not to exceed numbers there. Dr. Wilkins referred to the cost of electricity and us budgeting more accurately based on what we have historically paid. And so that's that number there. You see the yellow buses purchased at the bottom. This is a grant opportunity where we basically get grant funds and we have matching funds, and that's why you see the two different account numbers there. This is through the Texas Commission on Environmental Quality. And so basically we're getting to buy the option to buy 4 buses really for the price of 2. So it's sort of like a buy one, get one if we participate in that grant, when we participate in that grant. The next page is software. It's our annual for Eduphoria. This is our management and assessment program that we use for the district. We have lease equipment that we do for the print shop. This is, again, another annual agreement that we have. And then the Stronger Connections grant. This is grant funds that we'll use. Basically, the grant is for $1.5 million, and we have to allocate 10% to Region 16, which is the entity for PD and contracted services. So I'd be happy to answer any questions that y'all might have.
Questions? All right. Do you have a collective motion to approve the district purchases as presented?
So moved.
Thank you.
Second.
Second. Thank you. Motion and a second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed, same sign. Motion carries 6-0. Thank you. District contract renewals. Mr. Rodriguez.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. On this list, we have several annual items at the very top. Our annual transportation services contract with Durham. You'll notice this is year 4 of 5, and so this is all our transportation services. The next one is the solid waste collection. Again, another annual item. This is basically the scheduled and non-scheduled trash pickup and dumpsters that we manage by the district. The next one there, the next line is our Google Workspace. Basically, this is our, I was very eloquently told, it's productivity software. So what we use for our email, our calendar, and document sharing. And so this is our Google Workspace renewal. You see some online courseware with Edgenuity. And then the next one is IXL. Again, another renewal. We're using title funds for the IXL purchase. And then following that, iStation, split funded with title funds as well, Title II funds. The Title II fund portion of that is really allocated towards professional development. That's why we can split fund that
Is that the $17,000 line?
That's correct,
Okay.
17.5, yes ma'am. On the second page, starting at the top, we have some reading curriculum, our Amplify reading curriculum, which we're using IMA funds to purchase. Down below that, our IA Wellness, and these next 3 were run through our board operations committee. We briefed them on these next 3. So first is IA Wellness. Again, an annual, this is our wellness program, incentive to have employees watch their health. We do the health screenings with this, and so we're excited about continuing that. The next one is our student athletic and catastrophic insurance. This is for students who participate in the UIL sanctioned sports and activities and related services. So parents have the option to purchase this plan. And the third one is our EAP, our Employee Assistance Program, our partnership with Texas Tech Health Sciences Center. That one we can pay. That one we pay with the health fund as well as the wellness program. Those two purchases are paid with our employee health fund. That's separate and apart from the 199 account. Then our K-12 Global Outreach with a partnership with Texas Tech. This is an annual agreement that we have with Tech that we bring for your consideration. It is an interlocal agreement, which is why we bring this to you even though the purchase is only for $18,000. It's a great experience for our kiddos getting to be on Texas Tech's campuses and then Texas Tech coming to our campuses to work with our kids. So it's a great annual partnership that we do. On the second page, we have another annual purchase with the Texas Tech Health Sciences Center to provide support for our Special Services Department. That includes intervention and evaluation services. And we're using IDAB funds to pay for that. And then the annual audiological services agreement with Texas Tech Health Sciences Center. We heard we are the fiscal agent for RDSPD, the Regional Day School Program for the Deaf. And so these are funds that are generated from tuition, which we pay into those funds as well for our kiddos that are from our district that are a part of the RDSPD program. And then those funds are then used to pay this partnership with Texas Tech. Be happy to answer any questions.
A lot of detail. Dr. Rollo, on the Imagine Learning, the Edgenuity, what is that? The Matthews Learning Academy, or who uses
We use it at Dupree. We also use it at our high school campuses. It's credit recovery.
Okay.
So if students are behind in their credits, then they can take the courses through Edgenuity online, and a teacher can provide support.
So to kind of supplement then?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Right.
It's been there for some time already, the ingenuity.
Right. Yeah. I just wanted to make sure everybody knew the difference there. So.
Right.
Any questions? All right. Do we have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. All right, motion carries 6-0. Thank you. Approval of construction job order contracting delivery method and delegation of authority.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. For our new board members, this is a pretty standard item that we bring as a method of method of construction. We have three different types of methods. This is one that we access, job order contract. And so what we ask is that the board delegate authority to Dr. Rollo and or her designee for construction services that with being able to choose relative criteria and relative weights, ranking and selection and evaluation of bids, proposals, or qualifications for procurement construction. And you see the projects listed in that item down below. So portable exterior renovation at Brown Elementary, cafeteria renovations at Bean Elementary, parking lot repairs at Miller and Plains Capital Park, and then some lighting renovation at Brown Elementary. We will use both grant funds. There's no expenditure here. What I want to make sure I'm clear, you will see these items come back to you in a construction purchase in a future meeting once we have the numbers. But what we're asking for here is just delegation of authority for using this delivery method, if that makes sense. So I don't want to confuse you when you see these items come back up, these specific items with a dollar figure assigned to them.
This will just start the process.
Yes, ma'am, correct.
Okay, questions? Do I have a motion to approve delegating authority to the superintendent for choosing criteria, relative weights, rankings, selecting and evaluation of proposals, and approval of the use of construction job order contracting delivery method for the projects presented?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. Please indicate by saying aye, and if you are in favor.
Aye.
Any
Aye.
opposed, same sign. Thank you. Motion carries 6-0. Okay, district construction purchases.
Yes, ma'am. 2 items for your consideration this morning. We have a grant-funded door hardware and miscellaneous repairs project. These doors were identified whether through our audit process with our internal people or through work order requests through Sodexo. So those doors that are not functional or not functioning properly, they were prioritized for this project. And so to be clear, this is safety and security grant money that we're using from TEA to move forward and get these doors prioritized and fixed or replaced, depends. And then the final of the hardening projects for the school district, as y'all know, we are pleased to say that every single one of our campuses have been hardened and are secure. They have a secure vestibule. Our facility here at Central Office will be the final project of those to get completed. And so you'll be seeing some future change where our main entrance will now become the breezeway, which it looks like our main entrance. And so as we go through this project, you'll see those changes start to occur. But our secure space will now be the breezeway. And then we're working through logistics of board meetings and how those will work. And so we'll work through those logistics as we get through the project. But this is the bond money that we'll be using for that final hardening project.
The final project.
Right.
Exciting. Any questions? Do I have a collective motion to approve the district construction purchases as presented?
So moved.
Is there a second? Second. Thank you. We have a motion and a second. All those in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed, same sign. Motion carries 6-0. Thank you. And district construction contract renewals.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Just 2 items. These are 2 annual items that we bring. And these are what I'll call just in case for our new board members. So we have the ability to, in the event that we have a flood or some kind of incident that causes us to have to replace flooring, this is the item that we would use in order to make those projects happen. That can range from carpet that's coming up that we need to replace, then this is the way we go about replacing that carpet. The second one is for portable building relocation. Again, just in case if we need to move a portable building, we haven't really used that in the last few years. As y'all know, we've tried to reduce our footprint for portable buildings, and so we don't anticipate needing this, but just in case, we have it if we have your approval to do that.
Questions?
I have a question.
Sure.
Really quick.
course.
So are we talking about there's no more buildings that need to be removed since we've had a decline in numbers? So some of our schools are still utilizing the buildings that currently have them?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah. All I'm saying is we don't
If it
anticipate needing.
approaches- Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
get it. I
Yeah.
get that. I was just curious to see if there was any more.
Oh, no, we still have-
Because they're such an eyesore.
We still have not many. We still have portables
More
that
than
we are
we'd like to
using.
admit. I get it.
Correct. Yes, and hopefully in the future we'll be able to make some other adjustments
Sure.
to remove our completely from needing
you,
portables. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Do I have a collective motion to approve the district construction contract renewals as presented?
So moved.
Second.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. Motion carries 6-0. Thank you. Do we have need for an executive closed session?
We do not.
Okay.
We're done.
With no need for an executive closed session, we will adjourn this meeting at 10:01.
And happy birthday, Nancy. Oh, thank you. And shout out to Kenneth Dixon, the man behind the curtain, who's done, put us online for years, and he's retiring, so come out.
Nobody said anything.
I know.
Goodness.
He'll still be here in June.
Oh, it's Ben.
Oh, it's Ben.
It's just Ben.
That sneaky
But
glass,
Ken will be
but
here in
He should be here in June.
oh, it's
Okay.
just Ben.
So that'd be
We can
nice.
thank him.
No.
Great job, Ben.
I hired Ben. I like Ben.
2 hours, like exactly.
I know.
Yes.
You got a lot of practice.